Hey guys, so I just got a little update for my Corvette. I just got in these new, sorry it's falling out. Here, so I got these lowering bolts from Zip Corvette. They're really great price. I think I paid $49 plus, or it was $39.99. Plus shipping, so it came out to like $52 or something like that. It wasn't anything crazy. Anyway, it's not super complicated. You got the front and rear lowering bolts. Pretty sure these are the rear, and these are the front. And then you have the stops here that I think will go with it. I think they clip on or something. I don't know. I haven't read the directions all the way. But unfortunately, the directions don't come with pictures, which I would like, but I mean, it says you need to use a Sharpie so that you can mark the places where your alignment was set up, and I'll probably do that so that I can make sure I don't have any camber. You know, this is a Corvette. You don't want a bunch of camber and stuff. It's not really, it's not for that. So yeah, I'll be making a video of me installing these, so all that's required, I think it says, you just need a jack, 4 jack stands, and a Sharpie marker, and then, something to move the bolts around with. But I've got to buy a jack and stuff because I just moved, and so I don't have everything that I need because I just moved. I was over in Washington State. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a Santee on and Air Force pants. Anyway, I'm in the military, so they sent me over here to New Jersey. And so I'll be here for the foreseeable future, kind of, doing my thing over here. I'm a flight engineer in the Air Force, so I'll make a separate video on all that stuff and kind of explain who I am and what I do. Since I'm just getting the channel started, it'll be good to kind of talk about all that and explain about who I am and what I do, what I like, plans for the car, for the future. I actually have an appointment this Saturday at 2 o'clock. I'm going to be tinting the windows on this car. I'm probably going to do it pretty dark, to be honest with you. And then I'm also going to wrap this piece here. I'm going to wrap that gloss black, and hopefully it'll flow, kind of give it more of like a cockpit look. I've seen a few pictures. I know C6s, they do it a lot with the C6s. And I really, really love that look of the kind of all black spaceship looking deal. So I'll give that a shot. I think it's like $250 for the tent and installed and everything, and I think it's another $200 for the wrap, which I'm gonna try and talk them down because I think it's a little excessive. Maybe it's just me. Went and got the oil change yesterday, and that went well. I think I have a leak on the transmission or maybe the diff. I'm not really sure, but I mean, It doesn't look like it's too bad. The car still runs good. It shifts fine. There's no noise coming from the diff. So until that happens, I think I'll probably just leave it. Eventually, I'll do a trans rebuild and all kinds of stuff, and I'll cover that in a later video of me doing all that stuff. So, so as far as getting back on topic here, as far as the lowering bolts go, I'm probably going to lower the car a good bit. I mean, you can see the fender gap on the front wheels here. The car's so dirty. I just drove it today. I had to drive to work, to flight school, and it's still like kind of nasty outside and stuff. They got a little bit of mush on the ground, some slush here and there. So anyway, I'm going to lower the car probably another maybe inch. So maybe the fender will probably be about like right here or so. But I just want to sit more flush, I don't want it slammed to the ground or anything, because you guys know if you have a Corvette, the car is already low enough. And then in the rear, you can see how the tire has some poke there with the 315s, on the Toyo drag radials. It's got a little bit of poke, but I'm still going to lower it down enough to where it just looks a little bit better, really. As far as lowering bolts go, I mean, you're not doing this for performance-wise. It'll lower the center of gravity a little bit, But Corvettes already have a really low center of gravity, and they already handle really well from the factory. So if you're going to go for something performance-wise, don't waste your time on the low ring bolts. You might as well just go with some good coilovers and set it up from there. If you're going for handling stuff, there's not a whole lot of I mean, I don't really take it out to like the road course or anything like that. So it'll probably just be for cruising around and maybe doing some street pulls. Yeah, going out to Mexico and doing some runs. But other than that, I mean, it's just a fun car, you know, and I'm not trying to make it into a race car, but I do definitely want more power. So that'll be in the future. Trying to decide whether to do nitrous, which is kind of the cheap way, or save up for a while. It'll take a while for me to save up, but to save up and do a supercharger kit. And so with that being said, I mean, my choice is probably going to be the nitrous, because I'm not going to be able to use however much power it'll make with a blower on a regular basis anyway. And with it being a weekend car after I get my Neon here, I probably won't use it very much. Speaking of the Neon, it's not here yet. I've got to ship it back from Washington State. And so once I'm able to ship that here, it's probably be like March time frame. But it's like $1,500 to ship it all the way across the country. And so once that happens, then I'll make a video of that car. It needs some work. It's a Neon, but it's an SRT4 Neon. I'll make a few videos of that car and kind of do an overview of it and why I have it, what I'm going to do with it. But it's still a fun car to drive. It's just a piece of junk. So I'm sure plenty of people out there can relate to that. So with that being said, just drop a like, subscribe if you'd like, and let me know what you think. Thanks.